Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Nutan. A very warm welcome to all the aspirants of Sukshma Vyayam Saral Yoga, which is nothing but a simplified form of Hatha Yoga. So, I hope you are also getting the complete understanding and hang of what we are trying to achieve over here. So now we'll learn today more about it. Okay, first let's start with a prayer and then I'll take you on. Thumb. Ucharana Shakti, Vishuddhi Shakti Vikas. Prarthana. Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. The meaning of this shloka, which is derived from the Chandogya Upanishad. Lead me from the unreal to the real. Lead me from darkness to light. Lead me from death to immortality. Our gratitude and sincere prayers to Mother Prakriti, Lord Dhanvantari, and the Almighty for giving us this rare knowledge of Sukshma Vyayam Saral Yoga to enrich our lives with robust health and prosperity. Hari Om. A warm welcome to all of you once again. So now, today, as you all have seen, yesterday we stopped at the groin and the trunk. I briefly told you about the groin, but trunk we did in detail. So today we are going to move to the next important segment of our body, which is our legs. So now, as you see in this lower portion, if you look at the chakras, we have 7 chakras. In the lower portion at the anus rectum region, you have the Mooladhara chakra, where you have the Kundalini Shakti. Now, all the negative forces which are in the basic 3 chakras, the Mooladhara, then you have the Swadhisthana and Manipura. Now, these 3 chakras, they block the Kundalini Shakti, which is an inherent, great, powerful energy provided by Mother Nature to us. Now, which we have blocked it. Now, how we have blocked it? What are the factors which are blocking those particular forces in coming to the higher levels? Now, as you see, the brain is on the topmost level. Now, if unless and until this power comes to the higher regions, you will not be able to succeed intellectually, be it in the materialistic secular world or be it in the spiritual world. So you need to bring those powers to the higher regions. Now, the first chakra comes is at the bottom, which is the rectum, is the Mooladhara. Then at the genital region, you have the Swadhisthana. Then here you have the Manipura. In the heart, you have the sorry, one second. Here is Vishuddhi Chakra, Agnya Chakra, Sahasrara. Okay, so now what happens is, now as these chakras, we are, the energy, as I said, is stuck below. You have to only see that you are able to bring it higher and higher. The heart is Anahata, sorry. Okay. So our aim will now today how to unlock the power which is obstructed by the lower chakras, since we are going lower in the lower region of the body. Okay, now let's start. Head back, body straight, feet together, hands on your thighs, palm on your thighs, leave no gap over here, and rapid breathing 10 to 20 times. Dhriti Shakti Vikasaka to enhance the willpower. Remember the three important principles: GEC, gratitude, enhancement, visualization, and the third one is connect your breath. So do that rapid breathing and take it to that portion of the body and visualize it's getting great memory. Smarana Shakti Vikasa. Now you look down and touch your chin to the chest and focus on the front portion of your brain, Medha Shakti, to enhance your thinking abilities, decision making abilities, clarity of mind. Don't bend your body in the front, keep the body straight, but touch your chin to the chest. Now we do the Netra Shakti. Left, right. I'll not be giving much of explanation here because we have a lot to discuss as we go to the lower portion of our body. Up and down. I hope you all are doing the eye exercises during the day, spending at least 10 minutes on your eyes to strengthen your entire neuromuscular strength of your eyes. Diagonal, crossways. Keep your head and neck straight and firm. Keep going crossways. Now, the other side. You can blink at your own comfort. Now look at your right and left shoulder. Now rotate. Now be completely focused. Don't allow your mind to wander. Be focused on the object on which you are doing the Vyayam and keep using the three operating principles without fail. That is the foundation for the success of this particular exercises. Now let's look at a distant object. Focus on the details of the distant object and on your index finger. Now the last exercise, Trataka. Position your index finger in such a way that you're no more able to raise your eyeballs, both focusing on the tip of the index finger. You're looking Your head is as though you're looking straight, but you have raised your eyeballs. Without blinking, stare. Let the eyes pain and let it water. Hold it as for as much as you can. You're better than yesterday. Now close your eyes. Now let's do the relaxation by just blinking. Rapid blinking. It generates a lot of secretion in the eyes, which cools down the eyes and gives you that comfort. Now, after getting a vibrant brain and sparkling eyes, now let's focus on a cheerful face. Kapola Shakti Vikasaka. Breathe in through the mouth, breathe out through the nose. Hold as much as you can when you come down. Back straight, body straight, feet together. Standing straight with feet together for about 45 minutes, what we're doing is a great exercise by itself. The skeletal alignment which we are doing by standing this way, it strengthens the muscles on each and every portion of the body which is bearing the weight of your body. And by strengthening of the muscles, it takes away most of the pains which are in your joints, especially your legs and knees. Okay. Now, we cheer up the first level of army in our body. Now, up and down. The defense mechanism is completely taken care. Imagine you have so many soldiers there who fight all the infections, the entry of the viruses, bacteria. Rotate. You're giving them food. You're talking to them, listening to what all they want, cleaning up the place, medical assistance. Okay, now with your palm closing your ears. Forward, backward, rotation. Very good. Now we come to the Karna Shakti Vikasaka. With your ring finger, close your nostrils, breathe in through your mouth, and when you come up, breathe out through your nose, plug in your ears as tight as possible. Wonderful. Now we're already feeling fresh, isn't it? Yeah. So now we move to the enhancing the neckline in terms of its appearance and strength. Left and right. Now do it slowly and lovingly. See, as I mentioned, this is a much milder form of Hatha Yoga, which is able to be done by each and every person, how much ever crippled or diseased you are. You can slowly, from wherever you are, even if you are on your bed, you can slowly start improving yourself. Then sit down and then stand up and keep doing these exercises. Thanks to the Rishi who has given this great treasure. And everybody is not fortunate to get it in life. Rotation. Only the blessed get this as a result of all the good deeds they have done. Because having great health is the greatest gift or asset one can have in life. Very good. Now, after the neck, we come to the second line of defense soldiers. Thumb in, fist close, Kanda Tata Bahu, Shakti Vikasaka. Now, stretch your arms down. That means you're locking your elbows so that you get that complete play. Whoever are not able to do with breathing, just do this. And then you can go to the next level, combining it with breathing. Here an important bandh also is happening. If you all see, Jalandhar bandh. Next. Reverse. Ensure that your shoulder blades are touching each other at the back. Give them a nice movement. As you keep doing, you'll be able to feel that. Now, thumb in, fist close, full arm rotation. Take a quick short breath, hold and rotate 10-20 times till the time you can hold your breath. And then when you can no more hold your breath, breathe out and punch at your shoulder level, parallel, hands parallel to each other and to the ground. There we go. This is quite strenuous. It increases your cardio strength as well. And now reverse. It strengthens your muscles around your heart, around your lungs, up and down, sideways, reverse namaskar. Stretch your upper body and stretch your arms up. Just don't do this way. Go up. Take your upper body and your hands up. At every position of your exercise, see that there is some amount of strain and pain. That shows that you're doing it to your utmost optimum level. Now here, as you come to the thigh, immediately lift it. Now, from keeping your hands next to your thighs, sit back. Whenever you're bending, bend from the bottom of the spine. Don't bend this way. Push your hip out from the bottom of your spine. Bend. There we are. Now normalize your breath. Thumb in, fist closed, your elbows to your sides, and you're going to punch in at your shoulder level, not high nor low, shoulder level. And when you come here, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Just like that a railway wheel, you see, no? The wheel of the trains, that way. Okay. Yes, next. Now create resistance. This is building your strength and muscles in your body. Quick short breath, hold. Breathe in through the nose. Hold. Create that resistance. And as you come up, breathe out. Your entire hand should be like a rock. That much resistance you yourself have to create to your own maximum capacity, better than yesterday. A virtual weightlifting exercise, about 6 times. Now, the second variant, palm open, fingers together. Now, different nerves and different muscles, tissues are getting activated with these simple change in positions. Quick short breath, hold and lift and breathe out when you're finished. Now, stretch your fingers apart as much as you can. This will enhance your strength in your hands to a great extent. Now, Mani Bandha for your wrist, up and down. This is the first variant. Second variant, palm open, fingers together. Now let's do sideways. Now you can slowly push your palms and get that nice play on your wrist. Yeah, okay, both the wrists. So you'll be able to do it better. Up and down. If somebody is ahead of you, be careful. They may think you're calling them. You can change your position and do this exercise. Okay, now fingers apart, stretch. Yeah, it should pain. Then you've done it well. Okay, now for the Anguli Mula, for your fingers. Now feel the tingling sensation one by one on the tip of each and every finger. Extremely good exercise for antidote for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. See, these are big names. People get scared, but see the remedy. In such a simple manner, you can cure these diseases. Rather, you will not get them at all. Okay, next, sideways. But your connect has to be great between your mind and the tip of the finger. That's the key to success. One by one. Yes. Now you're enhancing your complete fingers to a great extent. Something is stuck here, you're pulling. Breathe in and pull. Sideways. This is just the play where you're trying hard to pull, and once you have succeeded in pulling, your hand goes this way. That's all. Normalize your breath. Now we have done our arms and shoulders. Now we come to the next is Vakshasthala. Okay. You are expanding your lungs, increasing your lung capacity, and then you're also strengthening your heart muscles. Yeah. Breathe in and go back. See that nice stretch on your spine and your back. Very gently. Mentally, what you're doing is you're invoking a positive thought. I'm healthy. I'm rich. I'm kind. I'm generous. All these positive thoughts. Now roll your shoulders back. Here there's a fine arch on your legs. That's allowed, but don't try to bend your knees. Okay. Now we come to the breathing part. Now imagine we are doing a great amount of breathing. If you see now, right from this point, after of course we have done much earlier also, but here we are focusing on the chest and the udara. These two breathing exercises combined together, you know what are the benefits? A person will not look his age. He will look much, much younger. This is the first benefit you will see. Second is you will see a glow on one's face because there is oxygenation which happens. Third, it reduces the wrinkles not only on your face but on your entire body. And fourth, to some extent, it reduces the belly fat. Fifth, it helps you to keep calm and stress-free during the entire day. What more we want? Better digestion is the seventh one. And decreased intake of food because your digestion is already strengthened. It's able to extract all the nutrients, maximum amount. It goes to the optimum level. So automatically your intake is reduced, and that is weight control. This is the beauty of these exercises. Keep it in mind. Why I'm saying this is visualize now. All this, you're visualizing, you're having a cheerful face, all the wrinkles on your face and body are reducing, and you're looking much younger, and your mind is calm. You should keep visualizing while you do these exercises. Now, head back. A forceful breathe out and a slow breathe in. A forceful breathe out, a slow breathe in, all through the nose. About 10 to 20 times. Keep pulling your hands down. Don't allow them to rest. Loose. Keep pulling them down. No space. Clung to your body. Very good. Now, look straight and repeat the same exercise. Extremely good for your back. It strengthens all the paramuscles of the back. The movement of the abdomen strengthens your back and spine. Burping and expulsions of gas is a very common thing here. Now, tilt your head as though you're looking 5 feet forward. Your back and body is straight, feet together. Repeat. Keep your eyes gently closed, focused on what you're doing. Great. Now remember, this thinking constantly again and again, as I mentioned yesterday, it creates a neural pathway. So when you say, by this I'm becoming calm, so that itself, the body now knows, your RAS, reticular activating system knows, oh, this person wants calmness and peace. So that will bring in that kind of a situation in your entire life. Okay, now Shitali, where we also do the Jalandhar Bandh. Breathe in through the mouth, where you're forming a funnel. Slowly inhaling, don't inhale fast. Allow the air and the moisture to go down deep into your body. And when you come up, breathe out through your nose. Okay. Now we go to the fourth and the fifth variant, where you're again now push your hip out. That means you're bending from the bottom of the spine and go at a 60-degree, thumb facing the ground. Keep them on your sides for comfort. Eyes gently closed. Whatever number of count you are comfortable, please go by that. Don't push yourself. 90-degree, form a perfect tabletop. Keep your neck up. See here also, if you see, your bending positions give automatic strength to your back and spine. Now, Shitali again, 2 times. Now, as you have seen, in this exercise, these set of 5, this is the Anahata chakra, the heart chakra. Behind this, you have the thymus gland. Now, this thymus gland, it basically, it produces the hormones, which are the white blood corpuscles, which is the defense mechanism what you have got in your body. So we have activated that now. After the lymphatic nodes, this is the area where the 3rd battalion is situated. So now we have activated that particular portion. Okay. Now we come to the lower abdomen, the hardcore abdomen, where you have all the liver, pancreas, kidneys, your intestine, small and large, your digestive system, an extremely important portion again in our body. Now, importantly, what we have as far as the glands are concerned, above our kidneys, we have the adrenal glands, which are responsible for the metabolism in your body. Then it produces that cortisol. Whenever there is stress, be it internal stress or external stress, this is the portion of the body, the adrenal glands, they produce that cortisol, which reduces the stress on an immediate basis. So that is there. And then when you come to the chakra, here you have the Swadhisthana chakra, sorry, the Manipura chakra, which is behind your navel. And as I said, it is Agnisara. It produces those digestive juices to the optimum level where it takes care of your digestion. Come, now let's do that. First, breathe out and push your abdomen back. Breathe in and push your abdomen in the front. You're preparing yourself. Very simple, but extremely effective. Take it as much inside as you can. Okay, now we're ready. This pushing your abdomen in and holding at this position is known as Navli. That's another important exercise which we are doing. We have already done. Now what we do is standing straight, complete breathe out through your nose and hold your breath and palpitate your abdomen. By this movement, you're strengthening all the internal organs here. Just that simple movement, 60 degree. (90°). Normally, I recommend this set to be done twice since we want better strengthening in this portion. But here we're doing it only once. Okay, now your feet are in a diagonal position. Take this support. Keep your hands on your thighs. Now move it sideways. Forward rotation. See here also you can see you're strengthening your back. All the paramuscles of your back and spine are strengthened. Now reverse. Breathe out, hold, and you have created a vacuum, and do the reverse movement of your abdomen. Okay. Now we create the Uddiyana Bandh. Complete breathe out. And you are holding your breath. You're pushing your abdomen, ensuring that, meaning trying to take your navel to touch your spine to that extent. Okay. Relax your lower abdomen in the rectum region. It's kind of positioning. You will, as you do it, you will be able to understand. I'm just giving you the tips. Here you don't have to keep your back and your lower abdomen stiff. Relax and push. Let it go down. A deep breathe in. Okay. Now we come to the Kati Shakti, the trunk. Now here, one gets mood swings and there is hormonal imbalance in the body. By these exercises, where we are strengthening our pancreas, these kind of mood swings, importantly diabetes, which is very common, and the hormonal imbalance. Suddenly you can see people, they start getting sweat, or they suddenly start feeling cold. Now all these are because of the hormonal imbalance. Now which is all getting corrected because we're strengthening our pancreas by the simple exercises. Okay. Feet parallel to each other, shoulder width, hands parallel to each other at the level of your shoulder and parallel to the ground. Breathe out and go back. Now try to ensure that your hands are going parallelly. Don't try to take this kind of a movement. Now to get that right pull on the back where the pancreas are situated, we need to follow the positions carefully. Twist. If you allow your hand to go oblivion, then the pull doesn't come. So keep them parallel as you go back. Breathe out, pull, breathe in and come forward. Breathe out. As you advance in age, mood swings is a very common thing because by then, the pancreas and all, they have got weak. They don't have much strength. So the hormones which they release are not in accordance to what you are in your youth. So these are the exercises that strengthen the internal organs. There's no point in taking external medicines for all this. Now, we prepare for another level. Stretch your legs apart and bend slowly with jerks. Bend sideways. You're neither bending forward nor backward, only sideways. And your hands are over your ears. Again. Okay. Now, the hardcore exercise for pancreas, interlock. Your fingers, you're interlocked. Now, raise your hands, keep them next to your ears. Now, the palm are facing the sky, upper body raised, stretched, arms stretched completely, bend sideways, slowly and gently. The arm which is on the lower side, see that stretch as much as possible. Now you can. Now, once again, raise your arm. Breathing is to your comfort. Breathe out and hold is fine. If you want to take shallow breaths, you can take in between. But see that you get a nice pull. Where you have to get? At the back of your abdomen. Here, this portion. Behind this portion. So adjust your body in such a way that you get a pull. So for that, what I said, now let's say you're bending this way. What happens is this particular hand is outside. The one is on the top. It gets that play this way. So you have to stretch the arm at the top a little more. So then you get that pull at the back. This is the secret to getting the right position. Now, you take your palm, hold the wrist of the right hand, left palm, right hand holding, and bend backward and forward. A slight bend in the knees is fine. You're better than yesterday. Push yourself to the next level, slowly and gently. Yeah. Now, hands on your sides, or you can swing. Now we're going to do rotation clockwise and anti-clockwise. Breathe in as you go back, breathe out as you come forward, and again breathe in. Yeah. So now with this, in this Udara and the Kati Shakti, whatever we are doing, so your entire glands and the chakras are getting activated here. Anger, anxiety, digestion issues, constipation, obesity, gastritis, all these problems get solved by these simple exercises of the abdomen and the trunk, what we have done now. Okay. Now we give a jerk. This is a damage resistant. Breathe in and reverse your palm and palm facing the sky, breathe out. And while you breathe out, send a negative emotion outside your mind and body. Hit hard as you can, at your own convenience. Okay, now we massage our trunk. Just rotate your waist. It is strengthening of your back and spine as well. A nice massage. Clockwise, a couple of rounds, a few rounds, and then anti-clockwise. Now, as you're doing massaging your waist, it also strengthens your hip joint. Advanced stage, what happens? Hip joint is one major accident prone area, because from the hip to your leg, there is one particular bone which is known as the femur. It is at a distance, and that's where the dislocation happens. By this simple exercise, you're strengthening your hip joints. Okay. Now we come to the groin area. Okay. As you have seen, we have operated on the Manipura chakra. Now Swadhisthana chakra, which is above your genitals. That is where we are now working on. A quick short breath, hold and pull your groin from the rectum region upwards, from your upper thighs, rectum region, and you're pulling your genital area inside, your groin, complete groin, like a hard rock. A quick short breath through your nose. Hold and pull your groin up. The simple technique is, if you want to answer your nature call and you're not getting a place to, how you hold? You keep pulling that area, isn't it? As simple as that. Keep pulling, keep pulling. Your feet together, pull. Hold as much as you can. Now, 4 inches apart. Your feet are 4 inches apart. pull. The more you are able to hold and pull, all the muscles there are getting stronger. And as I told you, this corrects all the problems of your reproductive segment, monthly cycles, timing and flow. And in men, all their issues of erectile dysfunction, premature ejaculation, all these issues are corrected by the simple exercise. Pull. Okay, now 10 inches apart. Now, as you're also operating at the groin level, here you are focusing on the Mooladhara chakra, which is the first chakra. And this takes care of your constipation, your piles, fistula, urinary tract disorders, fissures, fibroids. See, so many advantages here, because you're not only on the genital region, you're even going down and pulling. As you see, when you stretch your legs apart, you get more room to stretch from the upper thigh. Feel that and visualize any problem in that area, whatever you have, it is getting corrected. That is the most important part. Then your brain, now you have given an instruction while you do the exercise, and for the rest of the time during the day and night, your brain will start working on it. It sends the right supplements, nutrition, muscle building, repair, all that the brain takes care. Here you're only instructing. As the boss comes, instructs and he goes, you're doing that job now. So instruct properly. Okay, there we are. Now, for a healthy body, we need to have an excellent bowel movement. So today I'll teach you one technique, and you practice this maybe in a few days or a week or a few weeks max. Once your system gets used to it, you will see that you would have never had such bowel movements in your life, excepting in your childhood, I would say, childhood or in your when you were young. You will get back that kind of a bowel movement. You know what is the reason why we are not able to get our bowel clearance to the maximum extent? It's very technical and simple. Now we are all used to the Western toilets, and the position in the Western toilet is such that it doesn't open up your intestines completely for the flow of the waste outside. There is one particular sling in your lower region, which is known as the puborectalis. It is a sling, it is a thread. It is basically for continence. Continence means to control. Now, when you're standing, if there is no control in terms of a knot, something over there, then what happens? Automatically, all the waste will come out, isn't it? So, during that time, this particular sling, what it does is, it ties up the entire discharge system and it pulls it back. Now, I'll give an example. Now, let's say this is the anus. This is the entire area, the intestine, which is in this position. Now, when this sling is on, it pulls the last portion in your towards your anus in this manner. So what happens? It is always holding the waste material in the intestines. Now, when you have to release this completely to get the complete evacuation, the position what you're sitting, when you're sitting in evacuation is extremely important. And as you know, the right position is the ancient method of sitting down completely this way. Okay. Now, women, we are not in a position to do that. So then on a Western toilet, how do you do that? That is what I'm going to teach you now today. Okay. Here, before even you answer your nature call, your bowel movement, what you do is you do a 3-minute or a 5 minutes or to your comfort, even 10 minutes, a sitting posture, which I'll teach you. You do that. In that posture, you can meditate, or you can even do your job, or you can read a newspaper, whatever you want, or you can keep listening to music. A very simple position. This is preparation, I'm telling you. After having done this, once your system gets in order, your evacuation of bowels should not be more than 2 minutes. You don't have to sit down and make faces and all that. It's just emptying something which is in a container and coming out. That's simple. Okay. Now, you're sitting down with your legs in this position. That's all. You can sit on a chair, keep your legs on the cot this way, and sit down. Now that puborectalis, which I said, now that becomes straight. So now all the waste which is in the large intestine, small intestine, ready to be discharged, will start going down. Otherwise, it is held because of continence. Naturally, that puborectalis is pulling it. It's not allowing it to go down. So sit in this position. Okay. For your comfort. Now, next one is when you are on your toilet seat. What do you do then? Have a stool of this kind. Now, let's say this sofa is your toilet seat. Keep this in front of you. Now, what you do is you normally sit this way, isn't it? You keep your legs on this, which is about 10 inches. Okay. And then you see the way the evacuation happens. This is something, nobody talks about evacuation. But I want, when we are talking of complete health, cleansing of the toxins from the body is extremely important. So I'm going to focus on two things. One is bowel clearance and sleep. Sleep will take tomorrow. Simple. You kept it here. Your legs are on the top. Don't keep your legs this way and pass your bowels. Then the puborectalis is pulling the last portion where the waste is not allowed to come out. And you'll still feel that you still have something left back in your stomach. Now this has become a normal for us. You try this, you'll say, my God, I'm feeling so empty. Everything is clear. This is the beauty. Okay. Okay, now we move. Before going, I would need some 10 minutes. Mrs. Nutanbala, can I take 10 minutes more?
Yes, please.
Sure, sir. Anytime.
Yeah, okay. Reason is now I'll explain a little bit of the chakras, and then we'll go to the leg exercises, and we'll cover more in detail about the legs tomorrow. This was important in terms of having a clean system inside. Okay, now, if you're healthy, let's say, fine, that health is good, but you're not cheerful, you're not calm, you're not peaceful. What is the use of such a life? So along with health, what we also need is happiness, isn't it? Now, where is this happiness and why are we not getting it all the time? Now, I'm going to talk about that, which we are doing those exercises. Now here, the chakras, basically, as I told you, that great energy is there. The Mooladhara chakra, which is the element of earth, and that element of earth, it is obstructed by fear. Yeah. And how does fear happen? So when you're fearful of anything, it causes anxiety. Continuously, it is running in your mind. It keeps you all the time anxious because there is a fear factor which is in your mind. So now one has to get rid of fear by giving up. How can I give up fear? You have to connect to the higher. To the higher in simple sense, as children connect to their parents. As younger brothers and sisters connect to their elders, brothers and sisters. Or somebody whom they have as a godfather in life. You have to think of somebody and connect to the higher. And there can be no better person than God or the Supreme Almighty. You have to enhance that faith. And you have to surrender yourself. Only when you give up faith, the Mooladhara chakra, which is at the anus region, that is holding all your Kundalini Shakti, that immense power which you have got by nature, you're not able to release it. So that first level, that fear has to be given up. See, these are, as I said, all diseases are psychosomatic. We have to get these things out of our mind for a happy life. The second one is Swadhisthana, which is under the genital region. Genital region, that is the element of water, which is obstructed by guilt. Now, guilt can be any kind of a guilt. You have done something wrong, or somebody else has done something wrong to you. There is some kind of a guilt, which whatever is there, you have to ensure that you give that guilt up. For that, you need to forgive yourself, forgive others. See, this is that holistic approach for a healthy and peaceful life. You have to forgive. If you're holding that guilt and that fear, I'm telling you, whatever amount of exercise you do, you will still not get that result. You may get good health. Of course, you're going to get good health, but you're not that happy. What we want is health and happiness together. And the third thing is the Manipura chakra, which is around your navel. That is the element of fire, which is obstructed by shame. Shame could be any wrong which you have done, or your family members have done, or your friends have done, or any team member in your organization has done. So what happens there is that shame factor, it keeps bothering you, and it obstructs this particular energy to go to the higher levels. So for that, what you have to do, you have to accept the situation. You have to just say, I accept. Accept all what you cannot change, and change all that you cannot accept. Change all that which you can. Oh God, give me that wisdom to understand the difference between these two. So that way, you have to give up that shame. Now, after that comes the Anahata chakra, which is the heart, where there is grief. It is controlled by grief. That you have to, again, you have to give up that grief. Once you have cleared these three, then this is not easy, much difficult. Vishuddhi is the element of sound, which is obstructed by, if you have told lies, whatever kind of lies, you have to be truthful and get out of that particular situation. Then after this, Vishuddhi, which is the element of sound, next comes the element of light, which is Agnya chakra, where you have to generally go to the higher levels. Now, this energy will take you to the higher level. Let's not discuss about that. We are more interested in clearing these three particular portions. Now, which we have done, all these three by way of exercise. What I want you all to focus on is giving up fear in life, giving up guilt in life, and giving up shame in life. These three things, take it out of your life. Work towards it. Tell your mind, I am not fearful. When I said, you can throw a negative emotion, I am not fearful. And when you're inhaling positive emotion, say, I am courageous of whatever be the situation in life. I have courage. I have courage. Say these kind of positive emotions. Then the entire brain will work on your body and your entire system, and it takes you slowly to another level. It may not happen in 1 week or a month. It may take a few months, but start working towards it. Then you have on one side, you have health, on the other side, you have happiness. Things don't work the way we want in life. You have to accept whatever comes to you. Connect to the higher and say, yes, for my evolvement, the evolvement of the soul, this is happening. These are the positive emotions. You have to accept everything gracefully. Okay. Now I'll come to the leg exercises. Here, the Kundalini Shakti, which is at the base, this simple exercise is to awaken the Kundalini Shakti. What you're doing, you're kicking your back. Just kicking your back. Your left heel should touch your left hip, right heel should touch your right hip. And visualize that Kundalini Shakti getting awakened and moving higher. Now we have come to the last segment, which is the legs. Okay, next. Here, I would like to tell you, these are a little more on a more rigorous mode, where whichever you find is not possible, please take the support of the chair or a table in front, stand to the wall and keep doing these exercises at your own pace. If you cannot do something, just leave it. Whatever you can do, please do. Okay, next is you're lifting your leg, bringing both knees together, and then in the same way, now you are improving your body balance also. You are lifting the other leg up, 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 then take it back. Pull. Just as auto driver in, he pulls for starting the engine. In the same way, when you are in this position, you pull and come down. Okay, next. You can take the support of a chair, as I told, or a wall. Here, next is here. You're pulling up. This strengthens your hip joint here, the uppermost portion of your leg. I'll explain more about how the leg is structured tomorrow. Here, pull. Okay, last 2 minutes. Now, we go to the next exercise, which is Virasana. Now, to fight that fear, you need courage. Okay, so you're going to, in this position, you're going to invoke courage in yourself, and naturally the body in that position is releasing hormones of courage. Hence it is known as Virasana, which is Viratva. The back foot is horizontal and the front foot is straight. Okay. Now bring it at a right angle. Slowly bring it down. Hand in the front. Parallel to the ground. Look straight. And in this position, now the hormones of courage are already releasing in your body. Invoke that feeling of courage. I can and I will. As you have seen in an army, the people who have a armor and a sword, they are in this position, who are in the first line of defense. They need the utmost courage, and they are in this position because this position gives you courage. You are invoking courage. By this, you are clearing the Mooladhara chakra, the first level of obstruction. Invoke, I can, I will. All challenges in my life, with a smile, I'm going to accept and I'm going to fight. I'm not going to give up. The other leg. I can, I will. I will not lose. I will fight till the end. Right. Okay. Next, Chandrasana. Just bring one left leg in forward. Now these are all strengthening your complete legs. Go down, almost touching the knees to the ground, but don't touch. Hands up. Either this way or in a prayer position. Close your eyes. An excellent posture to pray. Chandrasana. Next. Whatever wish you want, you can connect to the higher and pray in this posture. Yes. You'll see a nice pull on your knees and your complete leg which is stretched back. Pray, come up. Okay. We'll stop here and we'll take the rest tomorrow. I'll give you the thought for the day. It's very easy to tell the time, but what is not easy is to see what time is telling us. Unquote. In life, once you gain the subtle energies, you will be able to sense much before something can go wrong that my time is not in my favor. Let me lie low. Let me stay back. That is the meaning of this saying. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you, everybody. This is the special Sukshma Vyayam. Namaskar. I thank Mrs. Nutan Balla, Mr. Sanjeev Balla for being a great support and connecting me and the desirer and the deserving recipients of Sukshma Yoga. Thank you. Let's meet for the last day of the session, yoga sessions tomorrow, same time.